Society gets self actualization wrong on every level, educationally, vocationally, artistically, and every other way. Let me explain why and how that works. There's so many facets to this. There's really so many elements to it that I don't even know where to begin. Except in saying that what we're taught is wrong all the way when it comes to how you get to be the fullest, completest version of you. Just wrong. And I can give you an example. I mean, if you read the biography of Steve Jobs, for example, um, in his youth, he was a troublemaker. He was a prankster. He used his knowledge of electronics to play pranks on people, play pranks on school faculty where he went to school. Um, this is an example uh, because this is a rule breaker. The rule breaker is often the innovator if you can use that power um, and embrace it as part of your character. So what happens to people? Um, there's so many dimensions. I don't know where to begin, but for some reason, I think a storyteller like Quentin Tarantino is somewhere I could start. Or you have a good storyteller like Shakespeare. In Shakespeare's stories, there's no totally evil character, there's no totally good character. That's an important point. Everybody that writes literature references Shakespeare or writes stories because it's some of the best storytelling of all time. But there's no good characters in Shakespeare, there's no evil characters, there's just people. There's real characters. And he doesn't say that the motive of somebody is evil. He says that this is their motive. This is why they did what they did. Which is a way of dignifying the character. It's a way of dignifying humans. When you grow up, there's usually one thing that everybody gets on your case for that says you do this. This is what you always do. You need to change this. This is why you always fail. It's time to break the silence about how big of a lie that is. This thing that you always do, this thing that you can't help yourself from doing, this is not your curse. This is your main gift. Um, until you realize that, you will never, ever fully self actualize.